Hi everyone, happy independence. Hope you all are keeping well. Right, the purpose for me doing this video here on Independence Day is just to share a few of my thoughts that I have with regards to the development of Guyana and the mentality of some Guyanese is their crab in a barrel attitude and their way of attempting to deny their fellow Guyanese efficient service. And let me give you one of my experience that I had. So I had to get a new ID card, a national ID card. Now, when I while applying for this ID card, I expect that when I go to get my service, everything must be laid out carefully, what I have to get while I want to apply for this ID card. So I went and I went and inquired one of the document that I'm supposed to get. They didn't tell me that the first time when I went to get, to find out what I have to get. Then I had to come home, get the document, and went back. Now another thing is this. So there is a new rule that states that only when you get your new ID card then you submit your old ID card. Okay? So this is what happened. Now when I finished the process and so on, now the woman said to me, you have to give your new ID card, your old ID card. I said, no, I don't have to give my old ID card. It doesn't make any sense. I give my old ID card when I give my old ID card when I submit my old one, right? Because it makes absolutely no sense. Then she was like, no, you have to submit your ID card. Anyway, I didn't want to battle with her. I really wasn't in the mood, but I knew what she was doing was wrong. So to confirm this, when I came home, I called a different election agency, one of the different agency in one from a different area. So I asked one of the staff. I said, what are the protocols to when you're applying for a new ID card? What are the protocols in submitting your old one? She said, when you get your new one, that's when you hand over your old one, that it has changed and stuff. Now, so I got really upset. Now, so I decided to call back the one that I took my old ID card. So I'm saying, so when I called to ask about my ID card, it says not ready. But I knew that it was gonna take 2 months or something like that. And they're giving me all stories. So I said to the guy, I said, I want to know why you guys are always giving Guyanese a hard time when they have to get a service. And that this is a situation where I did not need to leave my old ID card or submit my old ID card until I get the new one. He was like, that must have been the call, that would have been the call of the supervisor. I said, excuse me? I said, who are you think you're talking to? Who are you think you're talking to? An intelligent person? What goes, if the rules say that you have to submit your ID card, yes, you have to submit, but does it say that it goes for everybody, that if the ID card ought to be submitted when they're getting a new one? It's not like I'm a criminal or something like that. That stop making excuses and stop giving Guyanese, your fellow Guyanese, a hard time for getting simple service to get. It's like a problem. I don't understand why people have to be so difficult, and when they want to I don't know. I honestly don't know why they have to be so difficult when they just have to do is just do their job and don't give people their fellow Guyanese a difficult. I don't know. I was really mad because I don't know, they think I was Venezuelan or what, because of the Maduro crisis, the Maduro threats to Guyana, annexing its equipment and so on. People are really mistaking me, but at the end of the day, it does not matter if I'm Venezuelan or what. I'm 100% Guyanese. I come from Indian ancestry, from India, the whole colonial things. I do not have to define who I am. If someone goes for a service, they ought to get it, whether they are a foreigner, whether what they are, once it's a legal procedure and everything, they ought to get it. Stop with this kind of mentality of denying people efficient service, even if it's there. Don't do that. Don't deny people efficiency. Don't deny them efficiency. Stop with this kind, and it's in all of the sectors in Guyana. It's always, and I'm sure I'm not the only person who would have encountered a situation like this. So I had to tell him, I said, I'm not a dunce. You're not talking to a dunce. If it is for one person, it is for all person. You are supposed to collect. I'm entitled to give my ID card, the old one, submit it when I get the new one. And I called more than one places, and that's what they all told me, except for this set in GT. Anyway, I got my ID card and stuff afterwards, and so, but I had to make it clear to them that that is unnecessary and that is uncalled for. But this is just one instance that I want to say to people, is that give good service to your fellow Guyanese. Give them efficient service. If there are, if this is the procedure, don't withdraw, don't withhold information from them or that kind of thing. And we need to stop with this kind of, or the mentality people is just low graded, is that you can't even make a constructive criticism online or nowhere else. People just go at you. They detour. They will take a complete detour from what your comment, and twist it and turn it in all sorts of form. You know what I mean? And you mess the whole topic, mess the whole thread up. These kinds of things that you can't have an intelligent back and forth rapport with anybody online or anywhere else. These are the sources thing. But my getting back to my point is that there is no need to withhold information from people because you want to judge them or whatever you think they are. There is no need for pushing around people for getting a service, and this is something it needs to stop. It needs to stop hearing that. It needs to stop. You need to stop with this kind of mentality where you're sitting behind your desk and you think that it's okay. You know, I could deny someone a service, or I could push them around a little, or that kind of thing. All right. That is all I want to say, and I'm proud to be a Guyanese. I'm proud that I was born here. It's not a perfect country, but sometimes we need to be part of the solution, and we need to speak up. Like I spoke up when I thought that I was not given efficient service. Speak up if something is wrong. Speak up so that people do not continue to carry on with their vendetta in an organization, or whatever hate they have against a particular race or group of people. Speak up against any atrocity. As Guyanese, we must treat everybody fairly. I do not care, and I've said it a million times, I do not care what race or religion you belong to. I believe in the fair treatment of people, whether you're an immigrant or not. I believe in the fair treatment of people. That's what I believe in. And so when you have to give a service or deliver a service, do it across the board. Don't give X, Y, or Z special treatment, and PQ and R a different kind of treatment. That's all I want to say, and be part of the solution. Don't think that every little pothole it got to make the news or something. I saw somewhere there on one of the mainstream media about some wood on the road. People put up that is wood somebody dumped on the road, and everybody detour and drive off the shoulder of the road. It only takes 5 minutes for 2 able-bodied men to move that small amount of wood that was on the main road. I don't get it. Why do we have to always complain? Why do people always have to complain about every little thing when they can just stop their vehicle, push the wood off the road if they know it's damaging? But this is the kind of mentality we have to live with today. People, most of the time, they want to be a problem and they want to complain rather than when they can fix something. You can't wait for the government or somebody else to fix a problem that someone else created. Not every time the government will be able to do things. You have to also, as a citizen, you have to step forward and do your part. So that's all I want to say. And do your duty. Do your duty as you have to provide a service. Provide it well. Don't discriminate against anybody. That's all I want to say. And I'm proud Guyanese. I'm glad I was born here, and not in many. All countries have problems. Trust me. All countries have problems, so you better be grateful that you're born here and not in the Middle East or something, and stop whining and complaining all the time. I don't like many things that are happening in Guyana, but I try to say or do whatever I can in my own little way. So happy independence, and the goal is to always be better. See you all later.